Hi there, and welcome to this topical video, which is a video which we're going to call How to Apply for a Job. Now, the reason for this video, I want to give you very quickly, as I say, it's a topical video, and the reason it's topical is because we've had a branch meeting this morning. The whole team got together, had a bit of a chat about something that's happened over the last 24 hours. So we had a brand new job vacancy come in last night. Late last night, and we decided to post it just before we left because on social media platforms and try and put it out on some of the job boards, etc., normal sort of stuff. And over that 24-hour period, and we completely understand that there are way more people out of work at this moment in time and people looking for job roles, we had what I can only describe as an abnormal amount of applicants. I mean, clearly we know the reason behind that. It is due to the uncertainty in the whole market, the COVID-19 situation, the furloughing around that, who's employed, who isn't, who's got a job, who hasn't. But there was a rather worrying trend amongst, I would say probably somewhere in the region of around 70% of the people that showed interest. And if you're one of those 70%, this video is absolutely for you. So, what happened? Well, the job vacancy was posted. Immediately, people started showing interest. How did they show interest though? That's the key. So within our job posting, we have a job post with the information, or basic information, whichever it happens to be based on, the role generally. And what we tend to get is applications come through, and then we ask them to send a copy of their CV or a covering letter as to why they're applying for the job. On this particular job, which is, I'm only using this as an example because there are lots of others that are falling into this, what I'd call a bad habit trend, is 70% of those people responded to that advert with the following: interested, PM me, DM me, more info, tell me more. Now, a couple of things that strike me straight away is, one, if that was a direct employer that you were going to, and not a recruitment company, agency, specialist, whatever they call themselves, would you respond like that? I'm unsure, because if you would, you wouldn't get the job, and I'll tell you why in a minute. Second thing that struck me about it was the way that a message and the tone of a message, or the tone of a response, makes us feel, and as a team, our thoughts about those people. Now, if you're someone who responds to an advert, a job vacancy advert, in any of those ways, stop it immediately. Stop immediately. You are not going to get jobs based on that response. If you are, then I would question the type of jobs that they are. Because for us, instantly, if you're responding in one of those ways, it tells us a number of things. We have to make a judgment based on the way that you conduct yourself with us. And you have to understand that will be made. Our clients ask us to find them the best people we can find them. So if you're somebody who puts interested, more info, DM me, PM me, etc., on a job posting, the first things that go through our head are these. They could be lazy, because they've not bothered to read the full extent of the job vacancy that's advertised. They're a bit rude, because, quite frankly, anybody who says to me, if I ask them a question and they go, interested, I would be a little bit put off by how they responded to me. And finally, I think it has to be accepted that the employer, or us, as somebody acting on behalf of our employers, will look at it as if to say, they're not right for the role. A judgment has to be made, and you have to understand that. So I want to bring you this video, not to to dig out those that are doing it, but to encourage those that are currently responding to job adverts in a completely different way. You have to, and that will possibly change the course of your responses, your level of engagement back from any employers or employee or job vacancies you apply for. So I'm going to ask you to do the following things. First of all, stop completely with the very basic response. You will not impress anyone with that response. Even if you are the best person for the job, you're the most skilled person for the job and perfect for it, you just have to accept that the chances are that someone will overlook you based on your initial first impression. The second thing I'm going to ask you to do is to try to understand the impact that short response would have on somebody, and if somebody said that back to you. You're not selling a pair of trainers on Facebook Marketplace. You're applying for a job vacancy. That first impression you're giving is going to be absolutely paramount to the next steps of that process. And then finally, it's your actual response itself. Take some time, respond properly, ask the right questions, offer up current CVs, offer up reasons behind your application, and then you will get more responses. I promise you, it's not just from us. I'm talking on behalf of the recruitment industry as a whole and employers as a whole. You are making it difficult for people to find you. As I said, this video has been brought about around, it's very topical, it's very something, a bad habit that we're seeing day in, day out. It's not just this vacancies, it's a number of vacancies. And I'm sure that there are great people in amongst those applicants that are missing out on job opportunities. And if that's you, hopefully this is the right kick in the right direction to help you make those right decisions and push forward for the future. Hope this video has been useful for you. As you can see, we've got plenty of videos on our YouTube channel. Please feel free to go to www.qprsolutions.com if you want more information. And we now have our candidate portal, which is live for free advice and free CVs and interview tips and hints and all of the great stuff that's going to help you find your next role. And we also welcome any feedback from you about this video or any of our other videos. Have a great day and speak soon. Thank you.